Okay, so just taking a quick walk through the park to clear my mind, because what I'm finding at the moment is like no matter how much I want to start this script and start doing this, there's just like something that's preventing me from doing that. I don't know what it is. You know, I've been at my auntie's for like nearly a week now and I haven't started writing the script. Maybe there is no internal reason, and it's just the fact that I just need to get it started and get moving and get going. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing when I get back. I found myself like just in this state of unproductivity for like 4 or 5 hours today. It's like I need to get out of the house, I need to go for a walk, I need to go and be at one with Mother Nature and hopefully go back with this sense of clear mind that I can get started with this script. I'm waiting to book in a photo shoot so I can get some new acting headshots and portrait shots for my spotlight, which went active yesterday, which is great. And I'm currently submitting myself to loads and loads of auditions at the moment, so something will come along, whether that is an audition or is a job from somebody's project. Whilst in the meantime I'm writing my own script and creating my own platform for me to share my message to the world from. Because I think, you know, I've always had this feeling like maybe I don't break into the acting industry through doing the norm, which is applying for jobs, applying for auditions and waiting to hear back and then go to the audition, walking out the doors and pretend, you know, you never had that audition, you're on to the next one. If you get a call, great. If you don't, then, well, fuck me, you've already forgotten about it. And then part of me is like, I don't feel like I'm going to break in that way. You know, I feel like I'm going to break in quotation marks, right? I feel like I'm going to break in from sharing my story, you know, writing my own script that's from my life and then turning that into some type of movie storytelling format that then somehow gets picked up or people see it. So I don't know why I haven't started this new script a week ago, but I'm going to start it today. So that's today's update.
It's like midnight here. I made a start on the script today, and it's gonna be tough. I can't stop crying about Mara. I can't. I'm writing the script and then I go and look at pictures and go and look at videos, and then this is gonna be a tough one.
I just had to catch this, right? So I'm walking through the park and I'm saying to myself, probably out loud, I was like, oh man, I just want to act. I want to write. I want to tell stories. I want to act. I want to write. I want to tell stories. And then I realized, hold on a second. Right there, I'm telling the universe that I'm not an actor yet. I'm not a writer yet. And I'm not telling the stories yet. Therefore, I will never get there. Because I'm constantly telling the universe that it's in front of me, right? Like the cat and mouse. Whereas instead, I need to change the language that I'm using. I'm like, I am an actor, I am a writer, I am telling stories. That's huge. What a song! I think I could be happy anywhere. I could be happy anywhere with you. Right, so quick update. Yesterday, I had my first acting gig. It was for movie stills, which is cool. So I don't have them as part of my portfolio, if you want to call it that. It's actually really cool. So when Viva, she finished taking the photos, I was having a look at the photos. And I was like, shit, that looks like I'm in a movie, and you literally press pause, which is obviously what stills are, but I've never seen it before, like with me in it. So that was really cool. I made good friends, started some good relationships, which I'm gonna build upon. Because that's the thing, right? It's all about building relationships with the people that you vibe with, without any type of expectancy out of, you know, coming out of it. And, you know, and if it blossoms, you know? So that's cool. I've got myself as well this little bad boy journal. Nice. That's you. a really nice journal. It's got 3 books in there. And this is what I'm using to literally to unload my thoughts, to talk about the dreams that I'm having, talk about my thoughts throughout the day, to talk about what's happening on set, what's not happening on set, you know, what's going on. So I bought that. This came yesterday, so that's awesome. I've got a big audition, really cool auditions, a really cool character. I've got a self-tape to send off for Monday, so I'm going to be sending today and this weekend, learning the lines and developing the character based upon what I already know, which isn't a lot. I send that across on Monday. Then I have another self-tape due for the 6th of December. So things are really cool. You know, what I've realized, I have sacrificed. I've always made sacrifices because I've been in entrepreneurship for about 7 years now, right? And that is sacrifice upon sacrifice upon sacrifice. And I've made so many fucking sacrifices. But what I've realized is I have not made as many sacrifices as I have now to be an actor, right? You know, my dog's gone, you know, so the ties are cut with my dog, Amara. My partner, who I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with, like, you know, that's gone. I cut ties with that. Obviously there's a story to each one of these things, not as simple as me saying I cut ties with it, but that's gone, and I left my house. All my stuff is in my car. I have nothing wrapped around me anymore. I have no ties, I have no restraints. I've sacrificed everything so that I can do what I do now, which is having and giving 100% focus, time and energy to acting, to telling stories, you know. And it's interesting because I feel the universe accepting that, and I feel the universe responding in a way that is giving me opportunities. And it's made me realize how this is why I don't believe in plan Bs. You know, you don't have a plan B, because if you have a plan B, you tell the universe that, you know, there's a small chance that plan A isn't going to work. So if plan A doesn't work, what happens? Well, you got plan B to fall back on. Don't have a plan B, you know. Somebody once said that me getting into entrepreneurship was my plan B. I'm like, if you think I'm picking entrepreneurship as a plan B, then you got another thing coming, you know. Having a plan B is going to get a trade, being an electrician, having that as a job. You know, you can fall back on that because it's a safety net, it's a trade. But I've never believed in plan B, you know. And I realized that going through entrepreneurship to try and build something to finance the acting career, it's something that I had to do, right? It's something I had to do because it brought me to the person that I am today, here in my car, with the mentality that I have, the perseverance and the determination that I have to pursue, to fight and to succeed within this industry. And it's gonna happen, it's just a matter of when. But it's bizarre to think now, how the fuck was I gonna succeed when I'm dividing the majority portion of my energy into building the business within entrepreneurship, and then giving a little slice of the pie left over for acting? Of course it was never gonna fucking work. It's never gonna work. You know, I had to do what I did, which is to literally get rid of everything and make the whole pie acting, you know, but I'm not gonna fail. Like fuck am I gonna fail? Like fuck. The only way I fail is if I die. That's literally it. I will only fail when I'm dead, and I ain't dying anytime soon. Better believe that. So I will make it. I will get there. Here's the thing, affirmations, right? I'm a fucking good actor. I can tell good stories. You know, I have the heart to do this, and it is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. So I'm gonna be going in now. I'm going to be starting learning my lines, and I'm gonna be adding more to my script with Amara. But that's the update so far. Okay, so I had to come to the park and get out the house because by the way, it's fucking cold. When I got out my car, I went into my auntie's house, and I was in there for maybe an hour to an hour and a half to look out the window, and mysteriously another parking ticket appeared on my car. That is my 4th one now in 2 weeks. I watched out this morning for the parking person, and I saw her, and that's when I left just in time so she didn't ticket my car. As far as I was aware, they only come by once a day, and then I come back after meeting my friend for a coffee, and then I park up outside in the house for about an hour. Boom, they obviously come around a second time, and my car was ticketed. So that's now £220, which is half of my savings, it now has to go. And I won't lie, there was a moment where I was like, it's all good. I am like, it's all good. It's fine. Don't cry over spilled milk. The milk has already been spilled. You fucking getting angry about it isn't going to change anything. But when I had my savings there to pay for this photo shoot, now I have to spend half of that on fucking parking tickets, which means I won't be able to photo shoot now for probably about another 2 months. It's just fucking kicking the teeth. Feels like a step back. However, what's the message in all of this? That's what I need to find. There's obviously a message. It's a message from the universe. Is it to Perry's time to sell the car? Is it Perry, you need to move the car, go and keep it at your mum's? Like, who knows? I don't know. But I had to but it's all good, because every time you kick back, what happens? You spring fucking forward. So even though it's freezing cold and it's dark, still gotta learn the lines though. No matter where you are, still gotta learn those lines. Okay, so before you watch the next shot in the vlog, it probably makes sense to give you guys a bit of context. So I got the 4 parking tickets and I had to pay £220, right? Which is gonna come out of my savings. Now, that was on a Friday, and I was like, right, I'm gonna pay this tonight. I'm just gonna fucking pay it tonight, right? And I'll just deal with it and I'll do my photo shoot in 2 or 3 months' time. Now, about an hour after thinking that, Michael Shelford emailed me, because I've been hounding him like a dog on Instagram, on email, and I was just emailing him like, bro, when you get a cancellation, let me know ASAP, I will take it, right? And I was just being that guy. He ended up like not responding back to me, but then on the Friday, he then emailed me. He goes, Perry, I got a last minute cancellation, so the slot is yours if you want it on Monday at 11 a.m. And I was like, you're having a laugh, right? You're having a laugh. And I was like, well, this is a sign from the universe. Parking tickets, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna do this photo shoot and I'll figure the rest out. So I've done the photo shoot. Okay, so I'm now outside Michael Shelford's studio for my photo shoot, which I've literally been looking forward to this for so fucking long. So it's gonna be good. I'm gonna give you guys some updates, show you the pictures on here. So fingers crossed, good luck. I'm sweating my tits off though, so I don't know if that's nerves or if it's yeah, it's probably nerves. Okay, so today I working in the kitchen, and I've actually just had my retouched images get sent back to me, which is really, really cool. They're fucking brilliant. They're really cool. So I can't wait to get those uploaded onto my Spotlight and onto every site that I'm on. I guess at the moment, it's a bit of a funky one because I've taken so many videos so far, and I know when you guys watch this, you're like, well, I'm seeing them all together, because I haven't posted yet. I haven't done my first YouTube style blog video, and I guess it's because I got really wrapped up in this this bubble of a multitude of thoughts that I'm like, oh, but when I see vlogs, they're like cut into different areas, and I don't like visiting so many places and then breaking that sense of being present in the moment with my phone and recording. I used to be that guy. But I'm not that guy anymore. I'd rather be present with the people that I'm with the birds that are floating. No, what do they do? They fly. That are flying by. And I think when you get that phone out and you're breaking that sense of being present, right? But then I realized, and I got on the phone with my mentor, and he was like, what you need to start doing, and I was like, that's so true, is you need to stop finding a reason for everything, right? Stop over-analyzing every single thing that is in your life. So trying to find an answer for every single thing, because not only when you're sitting there and you're trying to find a reason, not only do you realize after hours of trying to find a reason that you've just wasted a shit ton of hours where you could have actually been doing something, but it also, like, it's not necessarily a good road to go down, because you procrastinate, and who knows that the answer that you end up coming up with is actually, 1, true, and 2, is actually your answer. How do you know it hasn't been fed to you subconsciously through the books that you read and the podcasts that you listen to? You know what I mean? It's a bit of I'm going through this weird phase right now, right? Because I've spent so many years, 7 years in entrepreneurship, of reading books and listening to podcasts, and it's almost as if like you get to a point where you're like, what are my thoughts? What are my thoughts now? Like, did I just think that, or did Tony Robbins say that once and it's been lodged into my brain and it's actually him speaking through me? Like, what is actually me? And I think you can only really realize what is actually you and what is actually your thoughts and what you're saying when you actually decide to maybe cut all of that out, at least temporarily, and then go with your gut instinct and go with your thoughts. So, a bit of a weird one, but I'm going through that phase at the moment. And I guess what I'm trying to really figure out right now is, I came to London to be this actor, which I knew was going to end up being a broke actor, but which is fine, until you have no money and you can't eat, and you're like, okay, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? Now, what do I do? Acting is a business, and I can adopt the mindset, well, the only time I'm going to eat is when I book a role. But then the thing with that is, you can't help but bring this sense of desperation into the audition room, or onto that Zoom audition, or into the self-tape, because you need to book that job because you need to eat food. You know what I mean? And that acts as a repellent, and you don't want to get booked through desperation. And I don't want to be operating in this place in life, from this place of I need these acting roles, because then I'm operating from this place of need. And if you're operating from this place of need, then you're basically telling the universe that you lack it, right? And I don't want to lack that. I rather would just be, and then let the auditions come to me, let the roles come to me, but I don't need them, right? But when you're broke and hungry and you can't afford a gym membership, then you can't help but be in this place of need. So I'm like, right, I need to find a way to make money that isn't going out and getting a job, because I'm not doing that. I never have. Well, I did many years ago, but I'm not doing that again, because I don't want to be boss one. Can I take a piss? Do you mind allowing me to go and take a piss? No. 100% a lot of this is ego, and I'm living with that. But also, taking a day off to go for an audition, that's fine. Taking a couple of days off to go for a couple of auditions gets a bit pushy. Taking 3 weeks off to go and book it, you're sacked, you're fired. Why would I keep you? You know what I mean? It's just too much of a bloody headache. So it's about making money for a different means. And that's a trap that I fell into, building businesses. But then I was building a business that my heart was attached to, that required a lot of time. And that is the trap that I fell into. So now I'm revisiting it from a different angle. How can I make money? I can build a business, but it can't be a business that I'm fully in all the time. And I think from experience is what is I'm hopefully we're going to be revisiting it from a different angle that actually works, right? That actually works. So but I will keep you updated on that, because I don't want to voice it into the universe before it's actually happening, because I used to do that a lot as well. I used to speak and say I'm doing this, and it never came to fruition, right? It never manifested into the material world. So I kind of want to change that. But an opportunity just came through today, actually, through my mentor. So we're going to see how that goes, and that could actually solve a lot of problems. So I'll keep you guys tuned into that. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very new with the whole vlogging shit. I don't know how to end these. I really don't. I was watching it through. I was like, I don't really have an ending. So cut.